Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Miniart. So this is a kit, of course it comes in 1/35 scale and it is part of Buildings and Accessories series. You can see that it copies French traffic signs from 1930s, 1940s, so it should be a handy addition for some diorama in 1/35 scale. No matter what you will be actually copying on this diorama, as long as it is set up in some, let's say, French environment, then definitely you'll find a way how to use these signs. So we have a commercial sample here. It means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review, and that also means that this is a final shape of this release. By the way, here you can see kit number is 35645. And I can see that it's not written how many traffic signs, but I guess all of them which are depicted here on the box art, you will be able to copy them in scale. So box size is typical for this brand. Here is comparison with my hand. Next on the side here you can see some other signs kits which we reviewed before, so you can find the review on our YouTube channel as well. And on the opposite side you can see some safety advices for this kit. Of course it's not a toy. And here on the rear side we have quite simple assembly manual and also Decals application guide and marking guide all together in one, but I mean it is understandable because subject is quite simple. The main thing which will vary is the sign itself. So this is a side opening box and it should be easy to open. Here's what we have inside. So all parts are packed into the same plastic bag and they are sealed in it, so I will have to use scissors in order to open it. Just give me a second. And then we will take a closer look together in order to understand what is actually supplied here. But it's safe to say that we will get, I think, 2 sprues. Well, actually I can see that there are 3 sprue types of different parts with different parts. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues actually. So here we are going to start with this frame with letter A, and note the new design, because usually Miniart sprues do not feature this large rectangle with the letters, so that's really a good improvement over previous releases. So here we have triangle signs and also this circular pole with a circular sign, and here you can check it from the opposite side. Frankly speaking, it is surprising to see that this sign is actually molded together with pole, so it will require some careful separation, especially here. As you can see, it's a bit of a tricky attachment point, but I don't think it will be difficult. It just requires a bit more attention, as I said before. Next we continue with 2 identical sprues which are lettered with letter B, so I will place it here and leave 1 for review. So these signs, they will be, well, these are not signs, they are actually the lower part of the sign, let's say the weight of the sign. So here you can see it, or pedestal if you prefer, and that's why it will be assembled out of 2 halves. And we also have these oval signs which will be placed on the top. Here is, by the way, the lower plate. And here you can check these parts from the opposite side. So this is really funny that we actually have some guiding elements, and they will be handy for a proper alignment. But of course, I would say I won't expect these guiding elements here, but Miniart decided to place them for easier assembly, and this is a really nice touch which will make it easier to get the right stand out of the box without any, let's say, wasting time procedures. Next we continue with more identical plastic sprues, so another pair, here it is, and again I will leave only 1. So here we have large signs, and you can see also we have this, let's say, plain poles which will be holding large signs from both sides. We also have the railroad crossing, as far as I can see, even though it wasn't displayed on the box art, because now I'm trying to find it and I do not see it. So quite an interesting surprise, would say. It's good surprise, but it is somewhat unexpected, and it's not even mentioned on the rear side of the box as well. So I'm trying to find it and I do not see it, just to prove it, let's say, so that you can understand. Maybe you will find it. So here it is. and there are no crosses included here. So nice touch, which is not depicted on the box itself. But still, it will be handy. I mean, so maybe somebody will be replicating the railroad boxes. As you can see, it is detailed, let's say, from both sides. Next, we continue with another pair. That's actually the final pair of the spruce. As you can see, that's actually the biggest one. And here we have small circular signs and small rectangular signs as well. So let's zoom in a bit. Here you can check them closer. It's a sprue BD. We also have special poles for them, which are molded as single piece parts. And of course, it's nice to see that these rear clamps, they are carefully replicated, so they look nice. And here you can check these parts from the opposite side. So molding quality looks fine. Here I don't have any complaints. Maybe you will have to be careful with this sign stance, but that's also not, let's say, something unusual, especially considering how thin these parts are. Here is comparison with my fingertip. Let's not forget that this is a 1/35 scale, so that's why they're not that huge. And one more thing is the Decals sheet, which is printed by Decograph. So here it is. Let's zoom in a bit and maybe close the lenses. So now you can see that here we have all necessary signs for this set, and I would say printing quality is really nice, so it's just a matter of careful application. Here you shouldn't forget that the back layer, let's say, or base layer for these signs, it should be white color, because otherwise you will get a weird finish. And this is really crucial for these white signs, and here you have to be careful. I wonder if actually marking guide, let's say, mentions it, so just give me a second to take a look. Nope, no word about it, but I guess it is assumed that if you are working with this stuff, you are definitely not a beginner modeler and you have some experience on how to build and paint such stuff, so you won't be surprised with it. But again, I really like the printing quality here, so it should be a easy thing to apply, and of course it will add some fine touch. And of course nobody stops you from maybe weathering them, because it will be weird to have a clean signs on some dirty diorama scene, so definitely do not forget about this thing, because I mean it will add a fine touch, maybe some rust on the sign, maybe some scratches or something else. Definitely consider doing it. So all in all, we get a really nice release from Miniart. It comes in 1/35 scale, and it should be already available, for example, in Modelimix webshop. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!